This is a Star News Brief. I'm Samuel Otieno.
Azimio leader Raila Odinga has confessed to a group of his troops is under immense internal and external pressure to drop the planned mass action on Monday. Raila spoke just hours after a warning salvo from President William Ruto, telling the opposition enough is enough and pledging to resist what he termed blackmail of his government by Azimio at a monthly night meeting of Luo Nyanza MPs known as Dual. Raila said powerful actors locally and abroad have been exerting pressure on him to abandon street action and disrupt national stability.
Get a copy of The Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 40 shillings through www.mgazzetti.com.
Whenever Fatuma ate or drank something, some of the food or fluid would backtrack and come back through the nose. This condition caused by a hole in the roof of her mouth turned the 16-year-old girl into a recluse, a lifestyle she's only trying to unlearn. Fatuma was born with a cleft palate, an opening in the roof of her mouth resulting in an abnormal connection between the mouth and nose. The Salaries and Remuneration Commission has dismissed MP's rejection of the regulations it fronted to regulate civil servants' pay, saying the lawmakers are not objective. Commission Chairperson Lynn Mengich told The Star that the Salaries Agency is reviewing the way forward on the draft regulations after the MP's Wednesday decision. The SRC stated that it was not in any way overstepping its mandate as Parliament as a final legislative authority, including approving subsidiary legislation as spelt in the Statutory Instruments Act. Ever heard of jumping from the frying pan into the fire? Well, Mary Njoki seemed to have lived up to the phrase. In 2014, her marriage to a man only identified as Nganga broke down due to unending squabbles and incessant domestic assaults. In fact, her elder sister mounted attempts to reconcile them twice with little success, and eventually Njoki decided to leave the marriage. She went on to live in a plot owned by her elder sister. Last year's election losers and political defectors reaped big in President William Ruto's appointment of chief administrative secretaries. The president yesterday finally made the much-awaited nominations after months of anxious wait by his allies. Last month, the Employment and Labor Relations Court declared as constitutional the CAS positions, following a petition by the Law Society of Kenya challenging the seats.
Get a copy of The Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 40 shillings through www.mgazzetti.com.